Hi everyone, it's Miss Leah again, and we are back with L Jam Storytime. Today's book is called A Song for Jamela, Story and Pictures by Niki Daly. Here we go. It was the second week of the long summer holiday, and Jamela was bored stiff. There was nothing to do except wait for the popular TV show Afro Idols to come on later. Hey, couch potato, switch off that television and come and help us, said Gogo. Mama and Gogo were preparing an early supper so that they could watch Afro Idols together. They all wanted Bambi Chaka Chaka to win. Look how beautiful she is, Gogo, said Jamela, holding up a magazine. Don't stand on top of me, sweetie, said Gogo. I need some elbow room. Ish, there was no room in the kitchen for Jamela with these two busy women. Jamela, said Gogo, you look bored. Why don't you go and be our receptionist? What's a receptionist? Asked Jamela. A receptionist sits by the telephone and answers it when it rings, explained Mama. Jamela liked that idea. She got a notebook and a pencil to write down callers' names, and then she waited and waited. Finally, the telephone rang. Tring, tring! It was Aunt Beauty, Mama's cousin, who owned Divine Braids, a ladies' hairdressing salon on Main Road. It's Aunt Beauty. She says I can go and help her, explained Jamela. Great, said Mama. I'll talk to her about it. Gogo helped Jamela choose a pretty dress and comfortable shoes. Then she packed a sandwich for lunch in Jamela's lovely sunflower basket. Together they walked up the road, passing the young man selling beaded flowers, the fruit seller with the watermelon smile, and the ladies making vetkoek. Molo Gogo, Molo Jamela, cried Aunt Beauty. Gogo turned to Jamela and said, Now I want you to listen to Aunt Beauty, and not get up to any tricks. Jamela nodded, looking as good as gold. The salon was buzzing. Listen, said Aunt Beauty to Zuki, Mama Bula, and Jive Boy. I want this place to look sharp, sharp for our important client. Jamela helped stack the rollers, pinks at the top, blues in the middle, and orange ones in the bottom tray. Toot toot! Cried Mama Bula, rushing about like a crazy taxi. Don't stand in the way, Jamela. Come and help me, Jamela, called Zuki. Zuki followed Jamela, excuse me, Zuki showed Jamela how to fold and stack the towels. It was lovely being out of the busy salon, but suddenly a commotion broke out. Jamela looked into the salon to see what was happening, and guess who she saw? Miss Bambi Chaka Chaka making a glamorous entrance. Jamela couldn't believe her eyes. Do have a seat, Miss Chaka Chaka, said Aunt Beauty breathlessly. Let me take your scarf, said Zuki in a fancy voice. Tea or coffee, Miss Chaka Chaka? Stammered Mama Bula. Tea, thank you, replied Miss Chaka Chaka. Jamela was allowed to carry the plate of biscuits. She didn't drop a single one. Ooh, yummy, sang Miss Chaka Chaka, smiling sweetly. Wow, Jamela felt as though a star had fallen down from heaven. Now, what would you like done? Asked Aunt Beauty. Surprise me, Miss Chaka Chaka, replied Miss Chaka Chaka, closing her eyes. I simply must get my beauty sleep before rehearsals. At once the team sprang into action. Mama Bula shampooed, Zuki dried, Jive Boy combed, and Miss Chaka Chaka dozed. Jamela ate her peanut butter sandwich, gazing adoringly at the sleeping star. Hey, don't stand around like a trolley in a supermarket. Do something useful, grumbled Mama Bula. Jive Boy, called Aunt Beauty, give Jamela the fly swap. There's a buzzy fly that's been driving me mad all the whole morning, and I need to concentrate with this razor in my hand. Jamela started to hunt down the fly. She looked up on the ceiling, down on the floor, and into the kitchen, and there it was, sitting on a biscuit, having its lunch. Quietly, Jamela crept forward and raised the swat. Ugh! The buzzy fly flew off. From chair to chair, from here to there, it finally landed on something nice and round. Jamela smacked, or whack! Jamela smacked Aunt Beauty's bottom with the fly swat. Aunt Beauty leapt in the air, dragging the razor through Miss Chaka Chaka's hair. Oh no, she's going to sue the pants off me when she wakes up, whispered Aunt Beauty. Maybe we could fill the gap with something, Zuki suggested. Aunt Beauty wasn't sure. Sheepishly, Jamela looked around. Then she saw the answer to their problem. Sunflowers, Jamela said, handing her aunt her very special basket. Aunt Beauty studied the woven straw handles and the beautiful sunflowers. Oh, Jamela, I think you saved my skin, said Aunt Beauty. When Miss Chaka Chaka wakes up, she'll have a beautiful basket of sunflowers to take on stage with her. Swiftly, the team began to attach silky braids to Miss Chaka Chaka's own hair. As she slept, Zuki unpicked the flowers and handed them to Aunt Beauty to arrange. She's dreaming of winning tonight, Jamela joked. For the final touch, Aunt Beauty looped the braids around the sunflowers. Divine, cried Jive Boy, so loud that he woke up Miss Chaka Chaka. When she looked in the mirror, she couldn't believe her eyes. She was delighted with her fabulous sunflower hairdo. I want you all to come to the show tonight, she said, handing Aunt Beauty a bunch of free tickets for the Afro Idol finals. And that was not all. Before she left, she gave Jamela a tip for being such a good girl. Oh boy, you should have seen the bright lights and heard the music. It was brilliant. And Miss Chaka Chaka was the star of the night. I would like to dedicate this song to my friend Jamela. Thanks for the sunflowers, Jamela, she whispered into the mic. Everyone cheered as she started to sing. I go shoo, shoo, shoo over you, you, you. I go shoo, shoo, shoo just for you. Aunt Beauty squeezed Jamela's hand and they joined in the chorus. I go shoo, shoo, shoo over you, you, you. I go shoo, shoo, shoo just for you. Later, in the taxi going home, Mama Bula joked, "You, I do hope, I hope Miss Shaka Shaka be, will still be shooing when the sun comes up, 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 and she sees what has been done to her hair." They all laughed, but Jamela looked a bit worried, so Aunt Beauty gave her a big hug and whispered, "Don't worry, Jamela. Miss Chaka Chaka did say she wanted us to surprise her, didn't she?" Well, when she heard that, Jamela just had to smile. The end. And this book is called A Song for Jamela, Story and Pictures by Niki Daly. I really hope you enjoyed this book as much as I did, and I will see you next time at L Jam Storytime. Bye!